I have a PC build to show you guys, so if you're looking for the perfect 1440p gaming PC build or even 4K PC build, this one is the right one for you. And the best part is that I will explain to you how to make this PC cheaper without losing any performance at all with the same components that I've got here. Not only that, but I will also show you benchmarks at the end of the video, so it's really important for you to watch this whole thing. Now, if you're looking for a Prebuilt PC instead, you will have the recommended Prebuilt system for the same price in the video description, alongside with all of these components that I'm about to mention, and my website where you can find your perfect PC build or Prebuilt PC depending on your budget and your favorite game. That being said, let's start. First, I will explain the components that I got, and after that I will show you what this PC is capable of running and how to make this PC cheaper or more expensive depending on your budget. So for the CPU, I got the i5-13600K. I think this one was the best choice for me because I'm a content creator, so this CPU is not only great for gaming but also for content creation, and even myself as a content creator don't need the i7-13700K, let alone the i9-13900K. So for most people, this CPU will be the best for the price, and it also doesn't need a bunch of extra cooling. For the CPU cooler, I picked the Be Quiet Dark Rogue Pro 4. Now, it's worth mentioning that this CPU cooler is absolutely not needed for this CPU. It's a totally overkill. You can get away with a $40 CPU cooler, but I'm not in the United States, and here the price between this cooler and a $40 cooler in the US was around $10 of difference, so it didn't make sense to me to go with a different cooler than this one, because this one is a great one, and let's say in the future I want to upgrade to the i7 for some reason, then the CPU cooler will be enough for that CPU as well. For the motherboard, I picked the Gigabyte Z690 UD DDR4 motherboard. This one has great BRMs. It's all that I need for $190. It also comes with enough M.2 slots, so it's a really good quality motherboard. Now, it doesn't come with Wi-Fi included, so if you need Wi-Fi included, then you're looking to spend a bit extra. And one of the things that I like about this motherboard is that it comes with BIOS Flashback, which you are going to need if you have the i5-13600K. I had to update the BIOS for this PC build to post. For the memory kit, I bought the Kingston Fiery Beast 32GB of RAM kit 2x16 of DDR4 at 3200 MHz. Once again, the speeds and timings are fine. I do not need anything more than this. If for some reason you want to go with DDR5, I completely understand you, but that is going to cost you more money. I went with 32GB of RAM because I'm a content creator once again, but if your main focus is gaming and you're not thinking of doing content creation, then just go with 16GB of RAM. Trust me, you are not going to notice a difference on the FPS mark. For the storage, another overkill, but guys, trust me, I bought these things because the price difference between the high-end components and the low-end components wasn't as much as in the US, so it didn't make sense for me to go with a lower-end one. We have the Samsung 980 Pro 2TB of M.2 Gen 4 SSD, really fast, honestly a totally overkill for gaming and even an overkill for content creation. For the graphics card, I got the Asus TUF OC RTX 4070 Ti. This one looks beautiful, and a 4070 Ti, it's a great 1440p GPU. However, you can game at 4K without any issues, most titles, really high frame rates. Of course, if you want the highest frame rates at 4K, then you're looking to buy the 4080 or a 4090, but because I play at 1440p, then I actually don't need a 4080 or a 4090, and even if I upgrade to 4K, I think the 4070 Ti will be enough for the games that I play. Now, if you play at 1440p but you only play games like Minecraft, CSGO, Valorant, then you can get away with a 3070 really easily, or the RX 6700 XT, and save a ton of money. For the case, I really like the black aesthetic, so I went with the NZXT H7 Flow. Great airflow, honestly. The price is $130, which is a bit high, but at the same time it's not that expensive compared to other cases. Now, I had to buy 2 more extra fans. I bought the Arctic P12 Silent case fans, and honestly I'm going to buy another one because the middle one is still from NZXT, since the case comes with 2 pre-installed fans, so I still have to swap the middle one from the case. Anyways, this is a really nice looking case. If you want RGB, then that's a different story. You will have alternatives for those down below in the video description, but for me personally, I think this case looks great, has really good airflow, and for this type of components is all that we're going to need. For the power supply, another overkill. I went with the Corsair RM1000E. This is 80 rated, really good quality. I haven't had any issues with it, and honestly the fan is really quiet, which I really appreciate for the type of work that I do. Once again, the price difference between this one and an 850 watt power supply was around $15, so I went with this one. However, in the description you will have this PC build, but you will also have a PC build that's less expensive and it's going to give you the exact same performance. This PC build in the US it's around $2,000, and in Europe I ended up paying $2,500. So if you're in the US, you're already paying less for the same exact PC. And if you want a better price to performance PC build for you, because $2,000 seem expensive, which is expensive, and let's say you have less money but you want a similar or same performance, before going to the benchmarks, I will explain to you how to make this PC cheaper. Remember that you will have all the links, not only for this system but also for the cheaper system in the description, and I do recommend you checking the prices because pricing changes every single day, especially for the GPU market. So for $1,840 you can get the same exact performance for gaming, and the things that I've changed were the storage, graphics card, power supply, and CPU cooler. For the storage I went with the P41 Plus 2TB of Gen 4 SSD, so you still have Gen 4 SSD really fast and all that you're going to need. For the graphics card I went with the Asus TUF 4070 Ti non-OC version. Trust me, you are not going to notice a difference. The only reason why I bought the other one is because of the availability here. At the end is the same GPU and you are going to get the same gaming performance. For the power supply, I picked the Corsair RM850W power supply. This is an 850 watts. Like I said before, you definitely don't need 1000 watts. Now, if you want something more upgradable down the line, then sure, go ahead with 1000 watts. But honestly, for this PC build, even 750 watts will be enough. However, the A-tier rated power supplies for 750 watts, by the time that I'm recording this video, are not too far away from the 850 watt ones. And then I've changed the CPU cooler to the Thermalright Peerless Assassin 120 SE. This is $37 and it's going to give you great cooling for this i5. If you want to go even lower in price, you can go with another motherboard like the Phantom Gaming 4 and you're going to be saving an extra $50 or so. So you can actually make this PC build way cheaper than I bought it for, and the gaming performance will be basically the same. By the way, talking about gaming performance, let's go with some benchmarks, and if you want to see the full benchmarks, you will have that video in the top right of the screen because I've already uploaded the benchmarks video.
Stall.
So as you can see, a really capable 1440p gaming PC build, and not only for gaming but also for content creation and other tasks, since you get that extra iGPU for the CPU which helps you out with video editing. You also get 32 gigs of RAM. You get 2 TB of SSD and the 4070 Ti. It's a great combination for an all-around 1440p or 4K system. Remember, you will have all the links in the video description with alternatives and a bunch of stuff that will help you out if the main PC of this video wasn't the right one for you. And if you still have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will try to help you out as soon as possible. If you got value out of the video, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit that bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, which I do from 3 to 5 times a week. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.